You clearly do not like this guy.
But no one needed to know that. We made this thing that people really love, but maybe we weren't that close.
If I haven't talked to you since 2023, take that as a fucking sign that you don't exist to me anymore.
I've noticed a lot of comments on some of Josh's TikToks and some of his posts, and it's been very sensitive. Take it a little easy on.
Josh Peck reached out to Drake Bell after Bell came forward with his story, but fans doubt the purity of Peck's intentions. After the documentary was released, Peck remained silent and posted TikToks that appeared to mock Nickelodeon child stars, prompting significant backlash. Consequently, Peck decided to speak with Bell, but once the public learned they are not friends, the situation became more complicated than necessary. Recently, there has been widespread discussion about Drake Bell following his revelations about his experiences on the Nickelodeon set, which were disturbing. Since he shared his story, there have been mixed reviews, with some expressing empathy and sympathy for what Bell endured as a child at the hands of this individual, who subjected him to graphic experiences. On the other hand, there are people who still harbor resentment towards Drake due to his past criminal charges, including allegations of engaging in an inappropriate relationship with a minor, for which he was ultimately charged. These charges stemmed from allegations of sending inappropriate text messages. It's essential to consider this aspect alongside his revelations. Personally, I feel it's crucial to inquire further about Drake's past during interviews. The documentary didn't delve into his criminal charges, which might have seemed unrelated, but addressing them could provide clarity and closure in the future, despite the mixed reactions. Many individuals have shown support for Drake, while some fellow child stars, such as those from Ned's Declassified, have mocked him. However, attention has turned to Josh Peck, Drake's former co-star and close friend, with many questioning his stance on the matter. This article highlights Josh Peck's silence after Drake Bell's revelations in the documentary, suggesting that his lack of response speaks volumes.
If I haven't talked to you since 2023, take that as a fucking sign that you don't exist to me anymore. Damn, you fucking bug. You got sprayed with the raid. Bye. See you never.
It's worth noting the past drama between the two, notably Drake's absence from Josh's wedding, which garnered significant attention. Fans are now criticizing Josh Peck for his silence following the bombshell allegations made by Drake Bell. While Josh Peck has since issued a statement, it's essential to examine the timeline of events. Initially, his silence left many perplexed. While Josh isn't obligated to make specific statements, acknowledging his co-star's revelations and expressing support could have been appropriate. TikTok users called out Josh after he posted a video on Monday, where he lip-synced to a viral sound that said, "If I haven't talked to you since 2023, take an effing sign that you don't exist to me anymore." Many speculated that this could be directed towards Drake Bell, suggesting a feud between the two. One person commented on Josh's video saying, "Your silence speaks volumes, bro, it's really sad, and here's this video that everyone's reacting to." It's worth noting that Josh posted this video shortly after Drake's revelations, indicating that he was aware of the situation. If Drake was his friend, it raises questions about why Josh seemingly sided with the abuser. Criticism has emerged, not only targeting Josh's silence but also attempting to undermine his weight loss journey. Additionally, some speculate about his close relationship with David Dobrik, suggesting potential motives behind it. The comment about wanting quiet on set adds an intriguing perspective to the situation. Another person wrote, "We all watched it, Josh," and then another person asked the question everyone's wondering, "Have you talked to Drake?" This person wrote, "What do you have to say for yourself, Josh?" Another comment, "You were his show brother, Josh, show brother support." This person asks, "So why did you say Jeanette and Drake were lying? Did you take the hush money?" Another comment, "Josh, this is not the time." And then more and more people are asking Josh if he's talked to Drake. It's important to clarify the nature of their relationship, as they were primarily co-workers on a show during their youth. While some may assume they were friends, Josh stated in 2022 that he hadn't kept in touch with Drake for over a decade. However, Drake seemed to perceive their relationship differently. When Josh tied the knot with his wife Paige in 2017, Drake publicly expressed his disappointment at not being invited. Sparking his social media outburst, during an appearance on the BFF podcast, Josh recounted how Drake sent him a series of harsh messages on his wedding night, further straining their relationship. This altercation, as Josh explained, effectively marked the end of their friendship.
Clearly do not like this guy.
I mean, I guess I could tell the story of my wedding. So I get married to my wife. And so we have like this small wedding. And the dirty little secret, I guess, was like, I knew that Drake and I didn't stay in touch for the 10 years since we had made the show, but no one needed to know that. Like, I was happy to just die with that secret that like, we made this thing that people really love, but maybe we weren't that close. So I didn't invite him to my wedding because I hadn't really talked to him in many, many years. Cut to, I'm getting married that night. And I see these text messages from him, like cursing me out, coming for me. I'm like, on the night of my wedding. And I'm like...
He was surprised he wasn't invited then?
He's surprised, but then he takes to the internet and he starts writing these tweets that immediately like catch.
Now Josh did share that when he saw Drake at an award show shortly after, he went up to him and said, "Go apologize to my wife or something bad is going to happen." So Josh really doesn't have any patience for Drake.
I don't care about me, it's whatever. I signed up to be a public person, it is what it is. But here's my wife, right, who's like getting torn down on the internet. And I'm like, she's private and she just got married. Can't you just enjoy this? And I remember that I was at the Video Music Awards and I see him there and he sees me. And I go up to him, like, and this might be the most Sopranos thing I've ever done. And I look at him and I go apologize to my wife right now. And he goes, okay. And he like made a beeline for my wife. And I see him do like this whole 5-minute performance of an apology. And it was like, I was like, go apologize to my wife or something bad's gonna happen. And I was like, good for me.
That is very Sopranos.
Yeah, bossed up.
Is that the last communication?
Pretty much.
As I hinted earlier, Drake held a different perspective on his relationship with Josh and even expressed openness to collaborating again. However, given the strain in their relationship, it's doubtful whether that bridge can be rebuilt. The idea of a reunion between Drake and Josh might be potentially traumatizing, considering the circumstances. Drake has mentioned his willingness to work with Josh again, citing their chemistry as irreplaceable in the industry. Nevertheless, it's essential to acknowledge that they worked together as children, and they've both grown and changed over the years. It's evident that Josh doesn't share the same sentiment as Drake. Despite this, Josh is affiliated with a close-knit group, though it's crucial not to pedestalize him. It's unfortunate that Drake seemed to have a different understanding of their relationship, which could lead to feelings of disappointment. Regarding the lack of acknowledgement from Josh towards Drake's revelations, Drake has responded to the backlash, revealing that Josh reached out to him. Drake expressed gratitude for Josh's support during this challenging time. Additionally, it's worth noting the clarification that Josh and Brian Peck, who shares the same last name, are unrelated. This coincidence adds an interesting layer to the situation, considering Brian Peck's involvement in criminal activities, contrasting with Josh's role as a co-star and friend.
What's up, guys? I just want to clear something up. I've noticed a lot of comments on some of Josh's TikToks and some of his posts, and I just want to let you guys know that this is really, processing this and going through this is a really emotional time, and a lot of it's very, very difficult. So not everything is put out to the public, but I just want you guys to know that he has reached out to me, and it's been very sensitive, but he has reached out to talk with me and help me work through this, and has been really, really great. So I just wanted to let you guys know that and to take it a little easy on him.
It's heartening to see someone expressing gratitude for Drake sharing his story and acknowledging Josh reaching out, as he should in such circumstances. However, there's also a valid concern expressed by another individual about Josh's intentions behind reaching out. Given Josh's previous statements about not being friends with Drake, some may speculate whether his outreach is genuine or merely an attempt to deflect negative attention. This uncertainty adds complexity to their dynamic and raises questions about the authenticity of their interactions. One person wrote, "I wonder how Josh reacted to hearing this news because I was crushed and I don't even know this man." And that's when we hear from Josh Peck. Josh said it took him a few days to process it, but he reached out to Drake privately and he wanted to give his support to the survivors who were brave enough to share their stories about what they went through at Nickelodeon. Children should be protected. Relieving this publicly is incredibly difficult, but I hope it can bring healing for the victims and their families as well as necessary change to our industry. It is interesting because he doesn't go on to say that he's never had a bad experience or that he's not someone who was harmed, because a lot of Nickelodeon stars, they were kind of like, I think this is kind of trashy, but like a lot of them were putting out statements like, "I wasn't harmed, I wasn't, that it's like we're not asking you, but if you're going to tell us, but I don't think Josh, at least it doesn't seem like there's any evidence that Josh had been harmed like Drake was at any extent.
I feel like the backlash probably got to him because, girl, he limited his comment section. I'm seeing a lot of comments already, and people are saying that this is not enough, that he should have spoken out earlier. He should have publicly, went and defended and, kind of showed support for Drake. And a lot of people are saying that him saying that he wanted to take a few days to process it was kind of bullshit because he's not the one that went through it.